Good morning. Excuse me. Or early afternoon. Sorry for the huge cold sore. As you can see, I have the bag with me. I don't know where we're going today, but look at it. It is absolutely stinking gorgeous out here. So I decided to take you along for an outdoor vlog. Let's cross the street here. You can see I have my mask on. Pulled down because there's nobody around. Figured we'd find something to do. You know, there's lots of stuff around here. I have a case update for November. Yay. Another unidentified child has been identified. So, even though his mother killed him, it's always a good day when you give someone their name back. So, I feel good about that. Oh. I just noticed on top of the pole, it's a chicken. Can you see it? Top of the flagpole. I'm trying to, right up there. I may have to put it down. There you go. How cool is that? I actually have some Halloween decorations in town I want to show you that I didn't go up a little bit. There we go. And this yucky road got paved. What is my reflection? What is me? Alright. I want to make sure I'm not too close. I can't tell. I'm going to face you this way, guys. As you can see, we're at the cemetery. Different. Well, the one closest to my house. Anyway, I have some decorations I want to take you to see that are really super cool. So let's just, we'll call it sightseeing, Halloween decoration wandering. Actually, a few places that have some nice setups. And it is an absolutely gorgeous day, so I thought it was a perfect day to do this. I had them on my phone, but I kept forgetting to hook my phone up to my computer and add them to one of the vlogs. Or even mention them in one of the vlogs to add them, so let's go do it. I put my mask on, there's people ahead. Because even though I'm out of isolation, I'm still under mask restriction. Oh, What a pleasure this is to walk on.
Sorry?
What a pleasure this is to walk on.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful.
Oh, hey, John.
You're riding your little bike back and forth this morning.
Hey, John.
Welcome.
I know him. He thought I said thank you. He said, you're welcome. That's kind of funny. I keep seeing my reflection, and it looks like I'm huge. And believe me, you don't want to be close up to this really nasty cold sore that's taken over the entire corner of my mouth. It's like I went from one virus to another. So there won't be any lipstick for a few days. Shouldn't have worn it yesterday. Felt the pain. I knew it was coming. I woke up this morning and it was gross. So, yeah, I won't be using any lipstick for a few days. Which way do I want to go? I think I'm going to go that way because it'll be a shorter walk to the first set of decorations. I am happy today. In spite of the fact that I still sound like a guy, I'm actually doing a lot better. My doctor's office is keeping a close tab. They want to know immediately if I worsen at all. And so far, so good. I gotta be careful when I wipe this screen because it's actually a touch screen. Of course, it takes a little bit to make it do anything, but look at this. Yeah, they're filming a movie over here in the field, and I have some footage that I'm not allowed to show you until previews come out. So I'm sitting on my phone, respectfully waiting for the proper time. Actually, that's like they're filming today. I don't see any cars. I don't know whether he's gonna stop or not. I didn't think so. It's called a crosswalk, dude. $150 fine, please. Oh, I'm not kidding either. It is a $150 fine in my particular home commonwealth. Oh. There's actually a sign at the other end of the world. Oh, the river is raging today. That river kept this town going. Without that river, this town wouldn't be here. Without these rivers, a lot of these towns in this little river valley wouldn't be here. Believe it or not, that roaring river is a tributary of a bigger river. That's the Mumford River. It's a tributary of the Blackstone River. This area, from the city of Worcester, all the way through till Slidersville, Rhode Island, is called the Blackstone Valley. The Blackstone River Valley. Holy leaf. It's running away from me. I really wanted to show you that leaf. Look at the size of it. Anyway. Oh. Yeah, it's, oh. The worst part of having a cold sore in the corner of my mouth, which is generally where I get them, is when you first wake up in the morning, it's all dried out. You open your mouth and it just splits. And that hurts. My father and I had the same problem. Just would split first thing in the morning. I had to put some Carmex on it, try to calm it down. Either Carmex or Blistex both work pretty well for me. Everyone's different. Some people might use that newfangled stuff. But when it's already, brown and crusty like this, I think it's a little late for that. Alright, I'm gonna cross the street because most of the decorations are on the opposite side of the street, so. Then we'll go down that end and I'll show you some decorations. Oh. Thank you. Okay, first set of decorations right here. And watch this. Well, look at him. They had to glue his hat back on. And there's his bird. I hope you can see this okay. Huge pumpkin. That's old. This building is old. One of the axe mill houses. Now there's more down this way. Then we'll go that way. Ones I want to show you that way as well. One house that way has a whole cemetery in the front yard. It's so cool. And kind of funny because Mr. Stein, one of the foam headstones, kept leaving his final resting place. So, I can't believe the day this is. I hope that Halloween is like this for the kids and for me. Well, this house is for sale. Anybody's interested? A little big, but I would say it's a lot of bedrooms. That's not realty of me, but I don't know what else to say. It's big. Okay, across the street over here, we'll get to in a minute. But right down here is quite a setup. It even lights up. It's crazy. Over here across the street, if you see those pumpkins, they say slow down. It's hilarious. The letters are carved into each pumpkin. Somebody took some real time thinking that one out. So I will cross and show it to you. But first, across the street. I saw the stuff when I was going to get my blood work. By the way, ouch. Although it didn't hurt like I would have expected it to, given the bruise that's left. I've had a lot worse. She got it for a shot, so yeah, I will show you those. But a little further up, we have just a crazy setup. The guy lights up and looks like his chest is on fire, and oh, it's absolutely crazy. Oh, look at that car! I'm glad I had the camera on. I hope you saw it. I tried. It's right down here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Schuster Mansion. Guess I have plenty of room to decorate, that's for sure. I'm gonna actually watch my footing so I don't smash my knee again. Okay, that's the Schuster Mansion. Yep. Yeah, we're just about here. I know at one time they were selling that because I guess the kids didn't want it anymore. Kind of a shame. Been in their family for 200 years. Yeah, you'll be able to see it in a minute. I'm gonna flip the camera. There you go. Sorry for the traffic noise. Okay. Here we are. First of all, there's a lady swinging in a tree. A corpse swinging in a tree. On a swing. Now we have the horse and buggy with the skeletonized driver and the skeletonized horse. Then we have a mask hanging upside down. And this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, his head is a pumpkin. Wow! I cannot see what I'm showing you. There we go. And then this little guy. And these little guys. This is insane. Maybe embark that. Okay. I mean, check this out. 175. Oh, and they put their address. That's hilarious. And that one says 1746, RIP, 1980 to 2000, 30. Lindsay, 1860 to 1922. Oh man, but this guy is impressive. I don't know what you do with him after Halloween. You gotta have a big basement to put him in. Oh, and he's holding someone's partial skeleton. I didn't notice that before. Okay, let's go back this way. The horse and buggy, I just need to get a good view. Oh, and there's a corpse in the back of the horse and buggy. That is awesome. Okay. People are very creative. What is that? Oh. Oh, yeah. Let's go back this way. We'll cross the street. And we'll look at the pumpkins that say slow down. Good luck with that. This is what is called State Route 16. It's also known as Main Street. And because it's a state route, I think it has a higher speed limit than the other smaller roads in town, for obvious reasons. So good luck getting anyone to slow down. And then I'm going to take you over to Charles Street. It's actually the corner of Charles and North, so it's not too far. I'll show you that display. Hope you're enjoying coming out looking at the displays. I think at Christmas time, when people have all their Christmas displays out, we'll do this again. We'll come out on Christmas night if we can find a decent day. Although, from what I understand, we're not going to have a horrible season. In terms of snow. That's what I've heard. I've heard El Nina, I don't know, is going to keep us from having too much snow. I don't know. I just know that right now it's so nice. In fact, one Halloween as a kid, I had to choose like the hottest Halloween on record to wear this witch's mask that was a full head mask. It had hair on the back and the mask on the front, and it was rubber. I had to choose the hottest Halloween in freaking history to wear it. And okay, we're here. Take a look at that. The slow down. It's carved into the pumpkins. I hope you can see that. That is amazing. Somebody really took time to do that. Okay. Off we go. We're going to stay on the side of the road now. You know, I see lots of nip bottles, and now I see lots of random shoes. It's like, why, people? Anyway, I was telling you the story. So, I had to pick the hottest Halloween on record to wear that stupid mask. I was freaking miserable. I kept taking it off. It was so freaking hot that night. I believe that was the Halloween that we created my cousin's costume ourselves. I remember very clearly. Dennis wanted to be a hobo. I don't know if he saw one in a movie or something, but he wanted to be a hobo. And of course, the idea of a hobo was a guy in an old flannel shirt, dirty face, and carrying a stick with a bag tied to it with all his worldly possessions. Well, so we decided. My father gave him an old flannel shirt, and we used that to tie around the stick. It took him a while to find the perfect stick, and stuffed it with leaves. And then either his father or my father gave him another flannel shirt to wear. And Auntie Holly distressed a pair of jeans, and Auntie Holly put like mascara on his face to make him look dirty, or some kind of makeup. I think it was mascara. And his stepmother. And but in actuality, she raised him, so she was pretty much his mom. And she raised him from the age of 10. And so she did that, and gosh, I don't remember what David was that year. I don't remember what David was that year. Isn't that funny? I remember that costume because all three of us, and Nanny Holly, and my mom, all worked on that costume. Because our moms loved the creativity that he came up with for the costume. Now, what day is that going to be? Halloween fun. October 28th. Or 9. You know what, guys? I'm going to use you to zoom in on the sign. I still can't see it. Dang it. Well, I'll see it on the, when I go back to it. When I'm watching it on video, I'll see it. So that's really all I care about. I think it says the 29th. Because I want to go to the Historical Society's Halloween party. That'll be fun. And yes, I'll take you guys along. What I might do is do my costume that night instead of Halloween night for that party. I just won't wear the bottoms because I have a feeling it might be cold. Even if it's not, I really don't want to wear those bottoms out in public. I'll wear the t-shirt and I'll just throw a pair of pants on. Because, yeah, I'm not wearing those bottoms in public. They're a little tight. They don't quite fit the way I'd like them to, so. And I hate short-waisted. Hate it. Not bad. Just vlogging. Yeah, I hate short-waisted, so. And they're very short-waisted. It was so funny. Bob was showing me where his back hurt, and he was rubbing my back. And he said, "Right here, where my waist is." Well, yeah, Bob, but my waist is about 3 inches above where your waist is. Because a woman's waist is in a different spot, and so these low-waisted, even these pants are a little bit low-waisted. So these low-waisted pants and shorts and stuff are meant to, well, they're hip huggers. They're meant to be on your hip, which is a man's waist. A man's waist is at about his hip line. A woman's waist is higher. For those of you unaware, Auburn police. Okay, they're a little out of their jurisdiction. Just a little bit. Oh, about a half hour. Anyway, I need a tissue. I'm gonna run in here and get a tissue. I didn't bring my phone. Oopsie. I still get my steps, but I need a tissue badly. Okay, guys. Oh. Where is it? It's not over yet. Still testing progress, but normally I would for a couple of weeks. I'm gonna put my tissue in. Sneeze, there we go. Got some pretty flowers. Those are actually real flowers. The ones my neighbor has out right now are not real flowers. He's so funny. He likes to change them up for the season, but it's a lot easier to use fake. And he'll be here for a while because his mother lived, ew, dog poo, lived to be 100. Or just barely shy of 100, so they called her 100. They said as close as she was, she deserves to be called 100. And I can't disagree with that. Walking past my old stomping grounds here. You can see my old neighborhood right there. Anyway, back to Halloween stories. I've been waiting for a good time to tell you guys my favorite Halloween stories. That year that I was at Witch, my mother even got these fingernails for me. You know, witch fingernails. They're like green and red tipped and really cool. And she got like an outfit, like a black. I mean, she went all out for me. She did makeup. One year she did makeup. Another year I had that mask. But we actually had a Halloween party at the Methodist Church, which a lot of people question, why would you celebrate Halloween if you're a Christian? In fact, I got questioned that at my church. And it was like, because I always have and I've always believed in God. I don't think the two can be mutually exclusive. You know, I right over there is a pretty cool setup. All right. Oops. Right there. See it? That is not for Halloween, of course. That is a Civil War statue. But you recall when we were at the Historical Society at Oktoberfest, we learned about who helped put that statue there. So, this is the area where I found that snap-on wrench. That was actually pretty cool. I always am looking down, and people said to me, why do you look down when you walk? Because I'll fall on my face if I don't. It's habit. It's not something I do because, you know, I think some people, when you hold your head down and you walk, you're feeling shame or bad about yourself. Or in my case, it's not that. It's habit. It's trying to watch my footsteps on the klutz. And I also don't step on cracks if I can help it. It's just from a game when I was a kid, to step on a crack, break your brother's back. Well, Mom and I would play that game. So, out of habit. And I don't like the feel of them under my feet anyway. So, I just don't like the feel of the cracks. So, probably because when I was a kid, like I said, we didn't, you know, we played that and I just didn't get used to the feel of them. Just feel weird under my feet. Again, it's a feeling thing. It's all about my quirks. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? I can't tell how far out I am from you. Wait, let me look this way. Almost time anyway. Alright, it's out. Couldn't tell. And coming up on the smoking area here at the apartment complex. It's so ridiculous. You pay all that money for rent. Ugh, I'll take you. And they don't let you smoke in your apartment. I personally don't. But a lot of people do. I'm vlogging. I'm vlogging all the decorations for Halloween. And you can see the flowers are beautiful. I don't know how they managed to keep them alive. And these are alive. So, but they're beautiful. Anyway, all the flowers. The Halloween decorations I want you to see are right down here. I will cross this street when I get to this house. Not only that, if I don't step on cracks, I'm not risking tripping over them. Another year, my mother made my costume. They bought an inflatable pumpkin with two green things. Oh, look. Bet I know where that came from. Two green like leaves that came down and buttoned under the chin. So she painted my face orange. I think she bought Halloween face paint. She painted my face orange, and she got an old t-shirt of my dad's. She put a pillow underneath it. It's hard to hold that pillow in there. That was a pain in the neck. To give me a little more roundness. And she drew black lines and painted orange in between on the t-shirt. And I was the Great Pumpkin. So, my last costume we made, it was my father's fake leather jacket that he had forever. It was a plastic jacket, but it was that he had forever. And I put that on, rolled the sleeves up to my elbows. I had on, I don't know, jeans or something, and my mother took that spray color and sprayed my hair pink. And I was Jem. Although I became a punk rocker because nobody knew who Jem was. And everybody said I was a punk rocker, so I had to go with it. I didn't really have much of a choice. I was disappointed, however, because that was my last Halloween. Nobody knew who I was. Come on. Anyway. I don't remember. I think Mom did my makeup, too, for Jem. Yeah, she did my makeup and everything for Jem. And, I mean, Jem's makeup is hard to do. So she just did the best looking sort of punk rock makeup that she could come up with. You know, I'm not blaming my parents for the failure of the costume. They really worked their butts off. Well, this house won't be decorated because this house is extremely Christian and probably does not celebrate. It's right across the street here that I want to show you. Take a gander. This is awesome. You mind if I film your decorations? This is awesome. I think one of them's on the street up there. Look at this. This must be incredible at night. Look. A dead party goer and his dead dogs and a couple of skulls. I mean, this is wild. This is awesome. That is so freaking cool. Thank you, sir. Look at that. And then there's another skeleton. Your basement must be creepy during the year. Ah. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, I think that tombstone came from there. I could be wrong. Yeah, there's no decorations here, and there won't be because of their beliefs, which is fine. I mean, I'm a very Christian person, but it doesn't mean that you can't have fun at Halloween. Sorry, but it's fun looking at the decorations. It's fun decorating, you know. I just switched mine over to Christmas, but I was sick and I really wanted to. So, trying to think if there are any more in this general area, and I don't think there are. Ah, thank you. Oh, what? Shoot headlights. So yeah. Oh, those headlights, by the way, were, I think they were like an add-on thing. What they are they're I can't tell. They're what do you call it? Little LEDs, pink LEDs around the headlights that act as the day running lights. They're really cool. Like I said, I think they're like an aftermarket thing, but it was pretty cool on the Jeep. We have a lot of dark woodsy roads around here without streetlights. One of the most annoying things is if you're coming down from one direction and some idiot comes from the other direction with those bright white halogen, those bright like blue-white halogen headlights on high beam, straight in your face. It's like, okay, I can't see anything. That might be one of his, I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah. We're gonna head back to the house and post this vlog. But, ooh. Luckily, we don't have far to go. So, HK Hall Team Management. Oh, it's funny. How much this town has changed, but tell me about your towns. Your town's changed in the time since you grew up there. You know, if you're older like me. Water. That's the water main. One of them. I'm sure there's more than one. I'm imagining that it changed even from the early days. When my dad was a kid, and even earlier than that, like when my grandmother was a kid and they were first getting electricity and they had a lot of gas lanterns and stuff like that. And I'm not kidding when I say that, by the way. My grandmother was born in 1912, so she wasn't born that long after electricity. Sorry, Grammy. And imagine what trick-or-treating looked like back then. They must have had to hang a lantern outside the door or something. I don't know how many houses would have had outside lights back then. You know, it would have been a luxury. Because you would have had enough electricity to, you know, power the basics. Your radio, your, you know, a couple of lights inside your house, and that would have been about it. At the turn of the century. So I can't imagine. Although by the time my grandmother would have started, she even trick-or-treated. I know my dad did. I don't think my mother did. Because of where she lived. You know? She didn't exactly have neighbors. Or she had like one neighboring farm. So it really wasn't an option. I mean, I think later on, when they lived other places, they had more neighbors that were more able to do that. But I don't think they lived more falls when they lived on the farm. That was even a possibility. cool. So yeah, if you get a chance, look up Livermore Falls, Maine. Farm country. Unless you're in the center of town. Otherwise, it's farm country. Total farm country. There's some more. Some pumpkins. Nicely carved pumpkins. Sweating. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm taking a bath tonight anyway. So yeah, it's my face keeps changing because of my reflection. So anyway, this barbershop used to be the credit union, by the way. Of course, we have the Elmwood Club, which is now picket fence. I have so many memories here. Some of them not so great, but most of them actually really good. As far as this street and my neighborhood, the memories are good. Trying to think, what else did we dress up as? I don't know, I can't remember what David Allen dressed up as that year. One year, he was the Scarecrow. And again, we got a big flannel shirt. We stuffed like leaves in it and had him sticking out where his hands were. I think we found an old pair of winter. Thank you. An old pair of gloves and put them on him. And really funny how I painted his face. You know, did like the red cheeks. So I believe it was David one year. So we were creative. We also would sit down with, again, this is going to date us, paper grocery bags. You know, they're complaining about all these plastic bags. Why not go back to paper grocery bags? In all seriousness, why am I so close? Back. There we go. Go back to paper grocery bags. I mean, for goodness sake, they even make paper grocery bags with handles. And I apologize if I was way too close for the laugh. Anyway, we would take paper grocery bags and lay them flat on the floor, take all our crayons and markers and pencils and whatever, and we would decorate them as our treat bags. I remember the three of us sitting on the... Sorry guys, I was talking and the battery rudely interrupted us. I still had a line on it. I don't know why it died like that, but anyway, as I was saying, we were upstairs. Michael lived above us on his kitchen floor with 3 grocery bags, decorating away for our trick-or-treat bags. You know, our parents always loved seeing our creativity when it came to coming up with costumes and stuff. Because rarely did they have to buy costumes, because we were pretty creative. And my mother was very creative as well. And my mother and Holly got together, Auntie Holly. It was insane what they could come up with together for cheap that looked spectacular. So I actually think my mother and Auntie Holly did Dennis's, came up with Dennis's dirty face makeup idea and the whole bit. He was so happy with that costume. I posted that on Facebook not too long ago. In fact, I talked to his dad about it. His dad remembered it. And we were very fortunate that our creativity was encouraged, and I think that's so important. Keep this out, my tissue. If you got a kid that's got a crazy idea for a costume, you know what? Try to help them put it together. See what you come up with. You're going to be spending time with your kid. You're going to be having fun, hopefully, and they'll be learning something, and you'll be learning something about each other. You know, and I think that's really cool. Beyond the candy, beyond the fact that you did it together. And I know for me, those are my best memories of Halloween. You know, I remember one other costume, and it wasn't anything we made. And actually, my mother did my face, I believe, rather than me wearing the plastic mask. I think she drew whiskers on me and a little black dot on my nose, if I remember correctly, because it was just easier than trying to keep a mask on a barely 5-year-old. I was a cat, and I had the plastic costume with the plastic mask with the elastic band that you're lucky if it lasts you one Halloween. They came in little boxes with a window on the front. Yeah. And I was a cat. And I was so excited to go show my Grammy. Turns out the last Halloween I had with my Grammy, because she died the following April. Anyway, I was 5.5 when she died. And so I must have been 5. And Halloween would be 2 months after my birthday. So yeah, I just turned 5. And I believe, like I said, my mother painted whiskers on my face and a little black nose on the end of my nose instead of the mask. Because keeping the mask on, like I said, not an easy task. My father had particular places he took me, and I remember most of my trick-or-treating was done here in town. At Atlanta. Even when I lived in Millbury, I basically trick-or-treated here, because this is where Daddy knew everybody. And there's one house. And the stepdad was someone my father had known all his life. But my father hated getting stuck in a conversation with him because he couldn't get out of it. It was so funny. And I went to school with a guy's daughter and his 2 stepdaughters. Well, one of his stepdaughters. The other ones were younger. And the wife, my father also knew basically all his life because he grew up with her older brothers. And so it was really funny because one time he told me, when you go in, because I was allowed to go inside a lot of these places because he knew everybody. And you get to come in, I'm staying out here because I will not get out of a conversation. He will talk. So, it's not that he didn't like the gentleman. It's the gentleman talked a lot. And so, and my father was not a talker. And so, I came out. I said, he really wants to see you. Oh, brother. So he had to go in. And thanks a lot. I was like, I really have to take my kid trick-or-treating. Hello. So we're home. I'm going to vlog here. Holy crap. I also going to sit down and do a wrestling vlog. After I have a drink and take my pills, because, oh boy. Where's my, oh, nuts.